lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. Cause the time ain't up, yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone. Where do I know? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my
look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you limits and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. I buy like 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Back to you.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Yancey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll go with Murphy here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. On the ball.
Now a give, right side. Yancey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
Dorian O'Daniel.
I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
It's our time. Shift, shift. Shift, shift. Cowboy 80.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
At the 33-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check that. Street. Wide. Get wide. Shift. Watch the shift. Joker.
They'll try the left side. Yancey. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. It's a party now.
And again this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Mike's 47, 57.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
For Kansas City.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll run on first down. Murphy. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Number 31.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try the left side. Yancey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, they'll throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's scared.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
He's checking, he's checking. Panther 60, Panther 60. Jam, 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 jam.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You go tight. You got tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out. There, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. And the gadget play here on fourth down winds up backfiring. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
I got you. Take 15. Check, 47.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Yellow. I got 47.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
To number 87.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Harrison Butker to kick off
So
for
all
Kansas
even
City.
at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard
line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Kansas City.
7 26 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Is good.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Come on, now. Come on, now. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Got one.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete to Josh Oliver. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Check girls, check girls, check
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, rolling to his right. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check nine, check nine. Rush in. Check
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
44 the mic, 44.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 15.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Yellow. Argelani. Come back. Coming. I'm coming. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 22.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
He's brought down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Chiefs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check, check. Fresno.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
Twist,
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Complete to
Tyreek Hill.
Touchdown,
With his second
Kansas
touchdown of
City.
the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Jaguars 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Yancey, call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Yancey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Take over first and
CD,
10.
I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
On the carry for
3 yards
Kansas
on the
City.
pickup there, and it'll be
C.J.
second
Henderson
down.
on the
In the first
tackle.
half, he was held in check
It's a
on the
pickup
ground,
of
but despite
3.
that lack of
Brings up
production, they still have the
second
lead.
and 7.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. And able to connect with Berrios. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Down, Chiefs.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Check, 47. Check.
Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Joe Schobert.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
47's the mic.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Mahomes pass incomplete in the end zone. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Yancey, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, let's go. Mike Spofo. Time to go right.
They'll try the left side. Yancey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Mike's 50. Hey, I'm coming. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey. 44, Mike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
And it's third down.
Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's fourth down.
Chason on the tackle. 3 and out. Fourth down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll try the left side. Yancey. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they want to decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it? It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That one complete. He finds Shark.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
36 to Mike. Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike, 33. Mike, 36. Panther 11. Panther 11. Oh, you got a headache. 36 to Mike. You don't want that, baby. You don't want that.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Jaguars on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Let's get this ball back for the offense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Lining up for the point after.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
The kick is
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
36. Check 43. Sponge.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
43. Under crunch. Check 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Third down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Mike 47. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory. I've
got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Kansas City, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
little hiccup. I done been ballin'